been 20 seconds, nobody tapped in yet, so I'm gonna start talking. Yesterday, we had a amazing few shows over at Infowars. Still here down in Texas. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about this freedom conversation that has been deliberately hijacked from urban America. Very interesting. Huge shouts to Alex Jones, the whole team over at Infowars. Owen. Everybody was carte blanche. The situation is top notch. And it's a show that a lot of people for a very long time have been saying, yo man, why don't you go on to Alex Jones? Huge shouts to my man Mo Bookings. I'll put his email in here because that's my guy who made the plug. And if you're looking for somebody to like help you get interviews, this is the guy to do it. Now I want to say this. Same guy, Maurice was the guy that was also reaching out, was like, yo, Maj, let me help you out. Bookings and plugging and all that. I said, all right, cool. What he noticed was in reaching out to organizations like the Breakfast Club, as soon as you start talking about you're for the people, you're for the hood, you're armed, and you want the hood to be armed, left media disappears. Now, I want to talk about that because this all ties in together. Left media disappears because of the fact that they don't want urban America to be armed. They don't want urban America to be informed. They don't want that to happen because of the fact that it's easy to control ignorant and unarmed people. And maybe not since Malcolm X or the Black Panther Party has there been groups of people or this many black people. I don't think ever in American history has there been this many black people purchasing firearms and training. We had a stated goal at Black Guns Matter years ago, which was we want black people to buy firearms. That is not to the exclusion of white people. White people in suburban or rural America, and that's the reason why we say urban, because urban America is mostly black and brown people, people of color. What's up, Guns and Barbecue? Again, everybody that's coming in right now, this conversation is going to be about the Alex Jones show, some of the things that I learned, and just sharing some perspective about different media outlets and things of that nature. Peter, what's up? If you want to help the work too, while you're in here, super chat. If you got questions, please do a super chat. All of that money that you guys donate, all of the money that you do in super chat is a form of a donation. So please do that. When you come in as well, smash that thumbs up button, okay? Now, they don't want urban America to be armed and informed. The dangerous thing about somebody like me is I'm cool with being in the gutter, as well as I'm cool with hanging around really rich people. What you normally get is when you have people that are intellectuals or like bourgeoisie, they pick one or the other. They either they're going to be like bougie and snobbish, or they're going to be all in the gutter and to the exclusion of other things. I walk a very good balance, and that's dangerous because then you start getting people to think in nuance. They, meaning the opposition, meaning the people that want more control, they do not want urban America to start thinking that way. They want everything to be a polar opposite, red or blue, fat or thin, old or young, all of that. It's a beautiful way to sow division and keep people under control. Unity creates power. So what does that have to do with this conversation about Alex Jones? Alex Jones is a dude that has been pretty much banned from the internet, right? He who cannot be spoken type deal. When my guy Maurice reached out to him and got us booked on that show, fully aware of what the conversation about Black Guns Matter is about, arming more strategically black America, which was our stated goal, not to the exclusion of others, and said, oh, I got to get this dude our platform. And he did it. Not only did he do it, I don't know how many of you actually watched Alex Jones over the 15, 16, 20 years that he's been doing. He's been doing the work longer than that, but, over however many years. I don't know if you guys have noticed, very few people does he say, just keep going. Just go. Just go. Musa just donated 1,220 in yen, I think. Appreciate that. What he told me was keep going. These are the things that we need to highlight. I want you to just keep going. And we all know Alex Jones is great at communicating. But he gave up that platform, and then he also said, can you come back tomorrow for another hour? Today I'll be on the show again for another hour. We have to make sure that we're supporting the people doing the work in that regard, that are willing to support people that are doing unconventional work and give them their platforms to talk about unconventional approaches to limiting the state's power. And that's what Alex Jones did. That's what Owen did with the War Report, or the War Room. I think it's the War Report, if I'm not mistaken. I always confuse that with the War Report from CNN, from Capone and Noriega's album. But anywho, we have to make sure that we're really supporting and getting behind that. That makes a lot of sense, okay? Gave me carte blanche. Put me on 2 shows. Asked me to come back to the show again to spread that to a bigger audience all over again. Meanwhile, so-called black media, Breakfast Club, Ebro, Hot 97, for years, has ignored this conversation and won't put somebody that's actually doing the work in black America of being more liberty-based. I'm a libertarian, of being more, expressing more conservative values. They say that they're the tolerant left or tolerant left media, but they are the controlled opposition. They are the controlled opposition. They are there to pretend like they're here to help urban America, and they don't really. They're there to highlight a bunch of people and failed policies. They're there to highlight Joe Biden when he was running for office for the presidential election and campaigning. They're there to highlight somebody like him that panders to black communities while talking down on them. They can say these cliche things like, oh, they're not there to, you know what I mean, black, but they won't put an actual black man talking about and empowering and doing the work of empowering black America to defend themselves, because they say everything and all of the white people are racist. They say that, but they won't put a person on their platforms that is actually empowering black people to arm themselves from all of these racists that they say they are. These are the same people that will highlight politicians that want to make black Americans unarmed. And that's the media that we're dealing with in urban America, right? Tristan just said, Alex gave you the floor because he knows knowledge and freedom when he sees it. Exactly. And then said, I don't know if I've ever heard of anybody doing Alex Jones's show 2 days in a row for an hour straight. Leftist media is there to brainwash. I want y'all to look on Infowars.com. I want y'all to look at Band TV. I want y'all to look at all of these places. They ran a smear campaign on Alex Jones. And again, he didn't ask me to say this. He didn't, none of this. Probably doesn't even know I'm doing this. They ran a smear campaign on him and ran him off of the internet for a quick minute. I want urban America, black, white, brown, red, yellow, Asian, I don't care, green, alien, I don't care. I want you to start looking into alternative media sources. I want you to start looking into and supporting organizations like Black Guns Matter that's doing the work in an alternative way, in an unorthodox way, because that's what we need. I want everybody here, again, for everybody that's new that's coming in, hit this thumbs up button, help boost them algorithms and all that other stuff. I'm promising y'all, I'm gonna be more active on talking about gun things on this channel, as well as youtube.com/Maj Toure, where I'll be discussing more of my political views and stuff that's not necessarily gun related. But I thought this was important to put this here, one, because it is, and two, we did have conversations on the show about the attempt to de-arm the population by segmenting us. Very important, very important. Again, shouts to Musa for doing that what do you call it? The super chat. And I appreciate that. We have to make sure that we're supporting the organizations. If you didn't watch the Infowars show, I'll be on there again today. I'm pretty sure around 12 to 1 or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. However, if you didn't watch it, I want you to go the link is on my Twitter page, @Maj2Ray. I want you to go watch it, and I want you to go share it. It's about 45, 48 minutes, something like that. And I'll be on there again today. I want you to also watch the Owen show, the show with Owen, the War Room, or the War Report, if I'm not mistaken. I want you to look at the things that we discussed. Adrenochrome, the LGBTQ plus agenda. Plus means for children. That's what they're trying to slide in there. Pause. I want you to look at these outlets that are supposed to be the white supremacists, right? CPAC's supposed to be all of the racists. Same people giving me carte blanche, and I've been talking about stuff for black people the entire time. The name of the organization is Black Guns Matter. The thing is, I did it in a manner where I'm addressing a need. The black community needs this information because they've been at the center of the scope of making sure that that community stays ignorant. And any well-adjusted, balanced white person or other ethnicity knows that. They don't take what I'm saying as an attack on white people because they know how media works. So all of these media outlets that's been talking about all of this, Bro from Hot 97 said, literally tweeted, "Oh, you too close to the Trumpskis, bro, Trump's broski." This type of goofy shit. But they say they're independent journalists. These people that now that even and let me be clear, even some of these so-called people on the right, they're controlled opposition too. I was doing their media outlets until I started being critical of the people that they like. If I start being critical of, you know, a more popular conservative person, maybe PragerU won't have me back on again. Because when I deal with balance, when I say, nah, PragerU, having a conversation about race in America doesn't necessarily mean we're calling for the flaming end of America. We're saying we have to teach all of American history. If we want to say, yo, don't tear down statues of Columbus and General Lee and all of these different people, then we also have to have the conversation about Hitler and racism in America. Teach all of the history. That is not an attack on white people. There are legit attacks on white people and say, oh, all white people are evil. That's not what we about. And any balanced, well thought out, nuanced, and thinking white person understands that. That's why we don't generally get pushback at Black Guns Matter. You understand? But the media is very tricky, especially on the left. And the right has been taking some of those tactics too. When I'm critical of Officer Tantrum, because of his totally out of touch takes that repulses the black community, which makes it harder to get black people involved in conservative values, a hardcore of that meaning gun ownership, which is a hardcore part of that. When I say that, then their platforms don't, maybe they won't have me on the same way. This lack of nuance and dialogue, and I don't mean you got to entertain somebody that's being disrespectful to you, because I don't entertain disrespect. I'm not saying that. I'll block people real fast for the disrespect, not because they're disagreeing with the views and we're tossing this back and forth around to come to a place. Those type of people disagree with you a little bit, but they can feel you here. And that's what dialogue is about. And I want to say that this Infowars run down here in Texas has further cemented that, has further cemented the importance of us all supporting organizations like Black Guns Matter, that's doing the work, supporting organizations that like Kids to Kings, supporting organizations like Walk the Talk America, supporting organizations like Firearms Policy Coalition, supporting gun owners of America, organizations that are at least going in a direction of, yo, we have to talk about some of these issues. We have to. But to pretend like you got blinders on and not talk about the issues, or say that, you know, oh, we're not going to talk about gun ownership in the black community, or as if the black community isn't the reason for gun control, because all gun control is racist and was initially started and expanded upon to stop people of color, melanated beings, from having the means to defend themselves. But now your bias about having a conversation about racism is a staunch contradiction to your conversation about we got to teach history. Then they'll follow those same leftist media tactics in regards to media. And we have to think about that. Carbon O with the $20 super chat. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. All I'm saying, again, y'all, if y'all want to donate, again, every single dollar of your donations, let's see if we can get to $100 bucks, $200 in this chat here, right? All of that money goes towards the work. I gotta re-clear, and that's another thing that I don't have a problem with. In media, you have to repeat the same messaging, and I have no problem with repeating. This organization was started to target demographic of urban America because of the racist practice of gun control that's being targeted in Black America, in urban America. That is not to the exclusion of white, brown, yellow, red, whatever. And I'm not saying it in a negative ethnic background when I say a color. Okay, just to give people all colors of the spectrum. But the black part, which is highly in urban America, we got to concentrate where it's needed the most. You know what I'm saying? We got to do that. Yes, I am coming to New Jersey pretty soon. We got to do that, and we got to start giving our energy and resources to media outlets that are in support of that. You guys know that Black Guns Matter is trying to buy our building outright. We got about $500 and some odd thousand dollars, $578,000 to get by the end of this year. Or I'm going to step back off of Black Guns Matter and pass the torch to somebody else. You guys will vote with your dollars, vote with your attention. And this is what I'm saying to y'all. When media outlets like Alex Jones are saying not only do we want Maj to have that platform, but we want Black Guns Matter to be represented again. And that's a pretty powerful platform for independent and free thinkers. We walk around saying all last year was like independent, free thinker, all of that. But are we really, when it comes to our media choices? Or are we just saying one thing and then actually giving our energy to status posing as conservatives? Or are we getting behind the real independent minds and thoughts? That's what we have to do. And that's what this Alex Jones scenario absolutely was. It absolutely was. And it's going to be today. I'll be tweeting exactly when we will be going on again today on Alex Jones's show. It'll probably be for another hour. And this Alex Jones thing may take us into, he's good friends with Joe Rogan. Maybe this will take us into Joe Rogan. Tay-Tay just donated $10 with the super chat. Appreciate that. I don't think I can put that on the screen. Yeah, I can't put that on the screen. I'm learning this whole YouTube thing, y'all. So bear with me a little bit. But all I'm saying to y'all is make sure that we're highlighting and supporting the people and work and all of those other different things that we're going. We have $41 in the super chat, y'all. If we can get to $100, that'll be dope. So if somebody just want to donate 50, 60 bucks, that's great. Whatever the numbers are. All I'm saying to y'all is this, man. We have to be mindful. Blue Collar in the lecture. What's up, my brother? All fire. I'm rocking your all gun controllers racist shirt at Porkfest today. So now everybody knows why I couldn't be at Porkfest, because of this Alex Jones thing. How many days is Porkfest? Is it a week? If it's a week, then we should be able to shoot up there. I might be able to shoot over there. New Hampshire. They got a lot going on in New Hampshire right now. Shouts to the Free State Project. I don't know if they're still doing that. You know what I'm saying? But that was a great idea. So again, y'all, we got to make sure that we're supporting the media outlets and that are actually telling the truth and aren't being biased in how they picking things, or at least even if they disagree, they have the platform to disagree respectfully on that platform, as opposed to being gatekeepers. $1 from Jedi Ghost Bear. Appreciate you. Just imagine if everybody in this live, it's 93 people in here right now, everybody go donate $1. Everybody go donate $1. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, and I'm not saying this like this is my money. I want us to hit this number so I can continue and sign up for 4 more years. That's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to do. But I have to, if y'all don't want it, then, I'll put my time in. But imagine, it's 91 people in here right now. Everybody that's new that's coming in, smash that thumbs up button, please. Smash that thumbs up button. Imagine if everybody in here donated $1, then we'd be at the $100 thing for, you know what I'm saying? Like, Free State Project still does it, okay. Where do I donate? How y'all do the super chats? I don't know how y'all do it. I've never done a super chat. I don't know. I'm new to, I didn't have a phone like 7 years ago. I just got a phone. ROTDT podcast with a $20 super chat. Peace and blessings. Love what you're doing. Don't forget to promote. Oh yeah, the app. See, I'm not good at all of this, y'all. Listen, this is like, I'm just not good at it. The Black Guns Matter app. Everybody go download it. It's on the app stores, Google Play, all of that. Black Guns Matter app. Firearm safety content. We're gonna be. It's in a beta stage right now, but it's still a good app to have. Even if it's just for when you're in the state, it tells you based on your GPS what the laws, the carry laws and firearm laws are for that state. Even if right now, if that's all you want to use it for, it's like $2. D Williams with a $20 super chat. Totally appreciate that tremendously. Hey, when y'all do the super chats, ask questions too, because I think y'all should, you know what I mean? Y'all should get something for something. So at least if I'm giving y'all some knowledge or some information or some perspective as y'all donate. Again, I'm telling y'all, we are really, really, really at the point of when we donate, when I tell y'all to support and get behind folks, I'm saying that because I want y'all to financially and socially and politically get behind them, because this thing need money to keep going. Master Jones said $5. Thanks for being on the ground floor and speaking awareness. Buy yourself a coffee or donate to your cause. Barricade 24 with the $5 chat says firearms are rooted in Black history. 100% they are. 100%. So this is what I'm telling. We cracked the $100 mark. If y'all want to continue to donate, that's dope too. But again, y'all, I'm just telling y'all from the state of being of I'm telling y'all that we have to financially, socially, and if you, it ain't got to be my website. It ain't got to be majtoure.com. It ain't got to be y'all going to blackgunsmatter.shop.com. Any of those, go on Infowars, buy some of their prep meals, buy support. Their facility was top notch, and they are independent, which means the people can get behind things. And he's been doing it for a long time. You know what I'm saying? But we can do something like that for the Solutionary Center a lot faster and a lot bigger in a shorter period of time, because we got the power of the internet. And we have people like Alex Jones deciding to say, I want to give Maj Toure and Black Guns Matter our platform 2 days in a row for an hour apiece, which is, I've never seen that done before on Alex Jones's channels. You know what I'm saying? So just wanted to share with y'all the Alex Jones thing was amazing. Please make sure you tap in. If you're following me on Twitter and all those different social media platforms, the show from yesterday is up. That link is up. The show from, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. The show from today, I will be posting that time. As soon as I get the time that I'm going on, I'll be tweeting that. Please make sure y'all share it. Share it all over the place. That don't cost you no money. $3 from Peter Muchko, I think I'm saying that right. Appreciate you. Go do that, y'all. Go share the GoFundMe. We got a lot of money to get in 5 or 6 months, y'all. We got a lot of money to get. And I want to re-enlist. I want to pay this building outright. So now in Philadelphia, we have a location that Alex Jones can come to, and we can do that show there. We have a location that people can learn every single day for free. We want to make sure that those things are there. You get what I'm saying? And that's what your donations are going to. This remaining $500 and some odd $1,000. That's not my money. I can't buy a cup of coffee with the BGM money. Somebody, and I know the gesture, but I can't do it. That's not my money. That's the people's money. $20 from Tribesman. White human boomer here, respects her. Gun control here in Illinois. The FOIA card was specifically created to deny, Black Americans from owning firearms. 100%. Alex Jones usually comes on at 11 o'clock. Absolutely. So I appreciate y'all for all of that. Go to YouTube, go to Facebook, go to Twitter. I'm banned on all of those. We need your help in boosting them algorithms. Go share it, go post it, go retweet it, right? Those shows from yesterday. I got the Owen link coming in a little bit. And tap into Alex Jones again today. It's going to be another marvelous time. We had $136 raised, which isn't a ton of money, but it's a ton of money because it's y'all money that y'all gave towards the work. And we appreciate that. Tell a bunch of people to subscribe to this channel, youtube.com/Black Guns Matter, youtube.com/Maj Toure, so we can have more robust conversations that aren't about guns or the Second Amendment over there as well. I want to talk about sports. I want to talk about bread and circuses. I want to talk about a good mimosa. I want to talk about, me learning to swim. The app is Black Guns Matter. Black Guns Matter on all of your platforms. To download that app, subscribe to youtube.com/Maj Toure. And lastly, get in contact with your representatives to say no to David Chipman. No to David Chipman. There is no David Chipman that needs to run the ATF. The ATF is a horrible organization that doesn't even need to exist in the first place, but we need to get in contact with your representatives to remove no thank you for David Chipman. No thank you. Okay? That's tremendously important, everybody. Tremendously important. Very important. Okay? So I'm getting out of here, y'all. Make sure y'all share this. I'll let y'all know. I'll tweet out what time I'm going on Alex Jones again today. Y'all be safe. Be solutionary. Peace.